Hi there, it is me, Ddudegames, back yet again with Tanabana with the Indoor Dudes.
Yay, but,
Yay, but come on, gotta be
well,
more exciting.
I know. But I've just got to say some things like
Like what?
the PlayStation 5, they're hard to come by.
Yeah, and you were lucky enough to snag one the last time we talked. This
Yeah,
man didn't have one, but now he does.
yeah, I was one of the few, but now it's better than I paid retail price. I
I
didn't
don't
have to
even
buy.
think it was even released when the last time we talked about it. Which
No, I don't think it was, but it was it's an interesting
you
thing.
got
I
it for
like it.
retail price.
Yes, I
You
didn't
were.
have to pay over $1 million.
Yeah, somebody gave you a pre-order. Well, not a pre-order. What is it?
One of those drops they do.
Yeah, they did a drop. Somebody he knows. Wink,
Yeah.
wink. Burgundy drummer man who does Twitch. I mean, I should link his Twitch. We should.
All right.
I'll put that in the description below.
But now,
The
I
guy who
mean,
gave
I've
PS5.
completed Ratchet and Clank. There's not many exclusives on the PS5 right now.
Yeah, I completed Astro's Playroom. That was
That was
awesome.
Astro Playroom. I
Yeah,
did
so
like
that was the
demo.
only PS5 game I've completed so far. But
Well, yeah. I
yeah.
know you've been playing some Metopia.
Oh, that's the game that I've been playing recently. I've been playing Metopia. I also beat Hollow Knight maybe like a couple months ago. That was an interesting indie game. I really liked it.
But it was very hard.
It was, yeah. Some days I still rage. I don't even think I haven't even gotten any of all the endings, but who really cares? I mean, I got the first ending, so.
Was it the ending you wanted?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of do need to get the second and third ending.
Well,
But who knows? But I have been playing Metopia, and Metopia is a great Switch port. I could have gotten it on the 3DS, but I don't know. I feel like the Switch version is better with the makeup feature because people can make some really good detailed Miis. It's
Yeah.
insane, and
It puts
it's
you-
really witty, and I like it.
oh, good.
Really good. Really
Well, now we can get into some news.
good. What's
or
your
a
news?
topic.
News and topics, okay.
Well, Pokemon Journeys, that's the anime on Netflix, and a character from the Diamond and Pearl series will return.
And why is that so good? Is it because, well, I guess technically the last time Dawn was seen in the
Well, yeah, she was. It's
then,
like black and white, so that was like
yeah.
2011 stuff.
yeah 2011ish.
But I'm just saying. I mean, it's good when they bring back characters and stuff. But
You really enjoy it. Well, do you think it's because of the Diamond and Pearl remakes? for the
that's what I'm
Switch?
thinking.
That's what you think.
Yeah, they're doing.
They
stuff.
probably have to. I mean, they
have to make a reference
they
somewhere.
gotta do that type of stuff.
But yeah, that was an interesting news. But
Well, speaking of Netflix, 'cause
Well, yeah,
it's on
Netflix. Yeah, I know how much you love watching Netflix on your 3DS. Apparently, it loses support.
So meaning you can't even do anything. I think it like lost updates, but I don't know. Maybe it's been gone for a lot longer.
the
The
service
only
is
what's
discontinued.
funny to think about is that the Wii U has Crunchyroll, but the Switch has Funimation.
That is interesting.
Yeah, really funny to think about. So streaming services.
Yeah, they're no longer
Really
available,
weird.
so I'm thinking.
Oh, and I think the Switch has Hulu. I forgot about that. But no Netflix on the Switch. Kind of odd.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, there's. Yeah, so they basically got discontinued, but. I don't know. I really don't think of people who'd watch Netflix on a 3DS.
How dare you? I was one of the people. Just kidding. I never did.
Neither the Wii U.
Neither the Wii U either. I maybe watched once.
But I mean,
Free trial.
The thing is, though, you can have have it on anywhere, even on your smart TVs.
Yeah. So I mean, what's the point? It's really
Yes. Well, for now, we can go into thing. You remember the Nintendo Mini Classic, the Super NES?
We're the only mini classic we have is the PlayStation 1 Classic.
Yeah.
In which it was a failure, so it was cheap to buy.
Well, so now Nintendo, they're might be bringing it back. Could make a return. Well, it's just a rumor.
It's a rumor. They're all
Couldn't
rumors.
take-
To be honest, I feel like a lot of these news segments are just for clicks. They say that they got sources, and it's just they're just trying to talk about
sources.
it. But who knows? Maybe it's true. Maybe it's true. I don't know.
Gamer Gamer, and or ANX. That's who I got it from.
Oh.
I don't know how reliable. I probably
Game
are.
racks?
Yeah,
Something like that.
Yeah, but yeah, so that could make a return.
Yeah.
I don't know if they think they're going a little bit on. Are they going high in price right now?
What are? Oh, those? Yeah, classic consoles of those. I think the only one that is like probably affordable-ish, I think, is the Sega Genesis Mini, but who knows? I honestly, those things go up in price. Every single one so far.
Yeah, so they had a.
Even the PS1 Classic is gone up, even
But I
though
mean,
it's
they also have
really
the Nintendo
terrible.
Switch Online.
Hmm?
The Nintendo Switch Online games. Those ones are.
Those are a joke because they only update every month now. It used to be, well, no, it's not even every month. It's every like 2 or 3 months.
Really? Have they added any good games?
Mm, they get nah. I guess the technically last good one, I guess, was Donkey Kong Country. Be interesting if they added Earthbound though. Earthbound would be interesting.
Yeah, I mean, there was a fun game I think you played. There was like a mini game, or what was it?
It's like a Japanese game, puzzle game. I think it's like Puyo Puyo or something like that. But
Wasn't it? There was also a beat 'em up one you played.
yeah, that was on the NES. It's like River City Ransom, or I forget what it's called. I don't know exactly, but yeah, those are the only few games I've played. I gotta play Link to the Past on that thing.
Be
good.
now. I know the one thing we're talking about, PS5, Xbox Series S, but what people are really wanting is a Nintendo Switch Pro.
Well, yeah.
And I guess the
It's-
Nintendo president is the comment on that. Or made a comment.
What did he say? Huh?
There's reports about an improved
Switch
model
Pro?
online. There's been circulations. You've seen those circulations of that. You probably have seen them.
Have I seen them? Yes, because they're always talking about it, saying Switch Pro 2021 possibly.
Yeah. I mean, they're like improving the screen and stuff. Let's see.
Improving
the quote
the
from
screen,
Nintendo.
yeah.
Information. Let's see. We will continue to grow the company and develop hardware, software, peripheral, and we will refrain from commenting on products that are currently under development. So I mean,
what does that mean? That doesn't make any sense.
they're probably a little tight-lipped on it.
So very secretive.
Well, I mean, I really doubt. There's not many leaks from Nintendo that come out, or I guess there's some leaks that came out.
Kinda has been. I remember. I don't know why I remember this. It was Super Smash Brothers for 3DS and Wii U. The 3DS copy or whatever got like the roster leaked. Like I can't even remember. I think like 3, 4, 5, 6 months in advance.
Yeah, I could see that. But yeah,
That was the only thing I ever remember actually becoming true.
I mean, I'm trying to think about the Switch thing. I know it's like what do they say? Like an improved screen. I don't think they would do one right away because I think like chips. There's on like a computer chips, or what would you say, like computer chip storage or shortage.
Shortage of computer chips and every electronic, supposedly.
Yeah.
It's like really hard to get PS5s, I guess, isn't it? Or something.
Yeah, it's
I think
hard-
it's honestly with
it's
any
hard with-
electronic. And
Even hard drives in. I think.
graphics cards are just literally getting swooped up by bots. Man, it's insane. Like
Yeah.
graphics cards, anything that is expensive. It just sucks. Scalpers are quite annoying. Okay.
Yeah, I could agree with you.
You can agree with me?
Yeah, I mean, I doubt we'll see a Switch. I mean, the Switch is already still selling. I don't know. I haven't checked in a while if they're still. I think they're still pretty good at selling Nintendo Switch altogether.
Yeah, it's true. But what are you thinking now, huh? Well, actually, speaking of Xbox, I think probably a good buy for that. Even though I don't feel like the Xbox Series X really doesn't have that many exclusives right now, but Microsoft Flight Simulator, comes out in July. I don't remember. I think
27th.
it's the 27th. I think that would be a good buy because just for the fact that Microsoft Flight Simulator is really hard to run on a PC sometimes. I feel like I don't
Yeah.
know. You have to
I
have
mean,
a really
I remember-
good specs.
I think
It's a really like huge game. Like
I can't remember. I think I think in junior high they had Microsoft Flight Simulator on the computers. I don't know where it was. I think it was in the computer
it
lab
had to
or
have been like a really old version,
it was
like really old.
really. Oh no, maybe it was somewhere.
It was some stupid weird thingy.
It was somewhere, but I think they did have it.
Yeah.
But now they have HD remakes. Now Nintendo Switch is releasing Skyward Sword. I think it's coming out in.
There's a lot of controversy with that because they're releasing a $60. They're releasing it for $60. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But the Wii version was $60, and it came with a Wii remote.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And it had a lot of interesting.
Well, I
things.
mean, according to Nintendo, they fixed a lot of stuff wrong for like a release on 2011 on the Wii, so they kind of improved a little.
Well, no duh, they
So
had to have
basically-
improved a little.
I think if I look at the video, it's more of a like I think you can have examples of fighting items for the first time in the game, so this is used for only once, but then these tutorial message, I can't remember, I think it's like the sword or something.
Well, I think it's just pretty much an improvement. I would consider it as like an upgrade-ish. I don't know. I think the motion controls, it's probably a lot better to play now that the motion controls are
Let's see.
optional. So,
After you find an
Yeah.
item, you won't be able to tell where it is ever again.
but it is $60, and that's kind of annoying for a. Wii game?
Player can pay to. Let's see. This is one of many changes.
But what's weird about it is that, like, Super Mario 3D All Stars came with 3, Mario games in HD.
Yeah.
But for some weird reason, Zelda, they're just only doing Skyward Sword. And the funny part is that Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are both have HD remakes on the Wii.
Well, the Wii
And
U.
it's Wii U. Why did I not say that? But yeah, they have remakes on the Wii U, and they have yet to port those.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of
Another thing is people complain. You know how you have long-winded cutscenes in like Zelda games or something like that? You can fast forward or even skip scenes.
Ooh. I always
And you
like
can fast forward through dialogue.
that. Would actually be nice.
Yeah,
I
there's
I
some,
like skipping dialogue sometimes.
well, I mean, on some things.
Some things.
Some things are important.
Yeah. And
Yeah. The feed your magical sword yells at you about more annoying than the Navi from Ocarina of Time. People hate that.
you don't like Navi?
Well, I think people complain about it because it like gives you a hint every. I don't know. Doesn't it like give you a hint like every few times? Like,
Well, do you not like Navi the fairy?
no, I do.
You gotta. Oh.
It's
Wow, that's an unpopular opinion because people despise Navi.
Hey, listen. Well, I know. Look. And they made references in that stuff, but
Okay.
yeah, and then that's the. I think also they've
Oh
improved
yeah,
the
Breath
motion.
Breath of the Wild too. I forget that's coming out.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not soon though. It's who knows when it's coming out.
They didn't even show gameplay at E3. I
They
can't.
showed gameplay. I don't know why you didn't look.
Oh yeah, I don't know because the last time they did, they were. Who's the creator? Is it the guy who came out and said about Zelda in one of their directs? They're still working on it, so it just kind of.
Well, I think they just wanted to save it for E3. Who knows? Like that trailer for E3. But it's kind of scary to think about that they might be having issues.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's July 16th. It's coming out.
What?
See, I think you can do new controls, standard analog sticks, but they've also improved the motion controls. I think.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good.
So like the analogs, you can move them different directions, stuff like that.
And then what's your next article you have found that is so intriguing?
Well, I've never played an F-Zero game, or maybe I have. No, I don't-
I've only played parts and bits on like Virtual Console,
yeah. Well, I guess
but I have never owned one.
according to
I
another
should.
rumor,
Because Captain Falcon's a savage.
Well, the Smash Bros. Reference. But I'm just saying, Nintendo are very. I guess apparently they're trying to find out about. Apparently they pitched an idea about a new F-Zero game for had a realistic. I don't know how they're going towards that, but
Like Cyberpunk 2077 graphics?
yeah, I'd say more improved graphics. According According to this source, the Nintendo is quite protective of their classic IPs to get something out of the market.
Yep. They don't like giving their IPs to people. It's very rare you see that.
I think as a result, they made a demo for the Switch and PC platform. The integrated to show what the studio could do something for F-Zero. So, like, I'd work hard, bring some. So basically, it's like racing around the track and I think improving the AI. And I think it looked pretty good. But then Nintendo,
Just didn't want it.
yeah, they passed on it.
That's sad because Captain Falcon hasn't had a game since the GameCube. The
Well,
series hasn't been in HD yet.
well,
Or
that's
any
also.
D.
Well, I guess that's true about Nintendo. They don't like giving out their IPs.
Yeah, and suppose like Mother 3. That's another weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mother 3, Tanner.
Well,
Gotta have Mother 3, people.
another
love Mother 3.
Nintendo rumor, according to the most of these
Another
articles I
one?
got on Gamer and or Anx.
GamerX.
Axe. Yeah, Gamer Axe. I don't know. But so Donkey Kong, they
yeah.
say
Okay, what
to
about
overhaul the Donkey Kong IP.
What do you
So-
mean? So they, is it the same developer people or what?
Nah, we saw several video game projects in the media get destroyed by Nintendo. Several in Nintendo hopefully make some kind of comeback. Donkey Kong, let's see.
They really haven't had Donkey Kong hasn't had a game since Tropical Freeze, really.
Isn't that the Wii?
That's what. Oh no, it's Wii U, but they've ported it to
No, okay.
the Switch, but
Yeah,
they really haven't done much with it.
I think in a
See
of
what?
like I guess more iconic franchise might get bigger expansions about. We'll add Donkey Kong into their. I think it's like their what is it? Their Nintendo Park or what is their theme?
Nintendo Land. That's what I like to call it. But it's in Japan and
Yeah,
Universal Japan,
that's right.
and they already have a Mario Land. I've seen stuff about it.
Yeah, so
but
there's stuff
yeah,
like that.
stuff like that. All right.
But I mean, that's just all there is. But
That's all there is.
well, for Nintendo, that's all the news I have for that.
Oh, that's all you have for Nintendo. Oh, come on. There's way more you could have for Nintendo, but that doesn't.
Well,
matter.
I mean, it's true. I mean, we can also talk about. Oh, I mean, the Switch is coming out with a lot of games. Or Splatoon 3. That's the one that I was very shocked about.
Yeah, but that was like a direct, like you know how many. Weeks.
Well, I know it's not
Kind
gonna.
of weird how they're releasing it on the Switch again. I feel like they could have waited, had like Switch or Splatoon 2 DLC.
Well,
or
they're not
something.
going to do a new console
But
right away.
I don't know.
I mean,
Probably gonna be like a Switch Pro exclusive. They're probably gonna make the Switch Pro kind of like a new Nintendo 3DS. That's basically how I'm gonna see it.
yeah.
Or like a PS4 Pro, or you know,
Well.
not a full generation leap.
Yes. So now, okay, PlayStation. Now we'll go into some little Sony news.
You love PlayStation.
Yeah, I mean they added 2 new studios, but they also added a Sony bought or adds a PC port developer to PlayStation Studios. According to this is off MSN.
Oh, this is off of MSN. What? This isn't even a gaming news source, so this has to be real.
No, but I
Well,
mean,
as I said, they bought Blue Point Games. Do you know who Blue Point Games are?
oh, do they make
They make Demon Souls. Well,
Demons.
they helped on Demon Souls. I'm not quite
yeah.
sure.
So basically, it's Nix's software, a technical developer in the Netherlands. So they did PC ports automation. Like,
Oh well, no, they actually bought. I don't think technically they haven't bought in Blue Point software, but they kind of accidentally leaked it on Instagram or something like. I can't even remember, but they did actually buy the people who made Returnal. I forgot the developer's name, but yeah.
so game just I don't understand about all that, but I mean, they like port stuff to PC, so I could see in PlayStation maybe, or Sony adding more titles
Adding
or
more what?
to PC.
Well, I mean, they already have a decent amount of game. I think. Oh no, they only have what is it called? I know that
Horizon?
they have Horizon Zero Dawn
Days Gone.
and Days Gone. Yes, that is the two, and
Uh,
then some
so-
other weird ones.
Well, they're also. I
I
guess
looked on
there's
Steam. It
there's a
looks
reporting
really
of an
weird.
Uncharted 4, one, and a Ghost of Tsushima, but reporting in the works. But they haven't announced anything like that.
Yeah, so technically those are all still PlayStation.
Oh, they also
4,
did
5 exclusives.
I also did
PlayStation
another
exclusive.
studio that what was that game that they barely released?
I just told you, Returnal. isn't
Returnal.
it?
Yeah, Returnal.
Yeah, I don't know what is their studio called. I forget.
Yeah, well, and then
Oh, come on, you gotta remember their studio.
I know.
They made Resogun as well, I think.
Oh.
So, kind of an interesting game.
Now you remember the news about
Well, I remember the PlayStation Store, yes.
the PlayStation Store. How the rumor had they were shutting down the. Well, they
They
shut down the
backtracked-
PSP.
They backtracked, but I swear the PSP store has been long gone. But can't you still get PSP games on the PS Vita store or no?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay.
I mean, but they stopped. But yeah, so basically, even though they shut down the PSP store, I think that shut down. Was it last month or?
Yeah, I think they actually did work continuing to shut down the PSP store, which I could never get it. Couldn't you never get it hooked up to
No,
even the
I
PlayStation store? Because you got a
looking at
PSP.
it, but it's hard to say because it's hard for me to think because I feel like I have I think I got mine. I got it off Amazon and I think it's refurbished, but I think it's from Japan.
Oh, well, we have a Japanese PlayStation 4, so.
Well, that's also true.
But it's not region locked. So.
But I mean, Sony to keep selling, so you can buy a PSP game still in the PlayStation 3 and PS Vita store. But I mean,
They're eventually gonna go away.
yeah,
They showed their true colors. They're just keeping it up for who knows how long.
well, I mean, they probably got a lot of
They
back.
got a lot of backlash though.
Yeah, so you can buy your PSP
So
game.
they reverted it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but there's some things about it, like,
If they could at least just add them onto the PlayStation 5 store, I guess that would be good. But I don't
Yeah.
think it's just that easy. And then
well, oh no, my opinion next, the PlayStation 3 store will be the last. I think the Vita store could be next.
and they're trying to push PlayStation Now, and I don't really like PlayStation Now. It's not. I don't know. It's not that good.
Yeah, so,
I do not like PlayStation Now.
well, the PS Vita store, I don't know why.
Xbox Game Pass is actually better.
The Vita store, they have actually
will
taken
say.
some
I'm
games
not an
off.
Xbox fan, but I'm just saying that the Xbox Game Pass is actually much better than PlayStation Now.
Yeah, but but when the PSP or the PS Vita, I don't know why they removed well, last time I was on it, they still have some games, but they've removed a few that you can't get.
Well, it kind of reminds me, I don't know why I was thinking this, but on Amazon, they have something called Amazon Luna, and it's their cloud service as well. I forget that. They
Oh yeah,
have that.
like Stadia.
Yeah, Google Stadia and Luna. Who would ever want to play on those type of things? I don't know. I mean,
no,
I guess
like
there's
cloud-based
technically a market.
gaming.
Cloud-based gaming, I'm not very...
No. So now the one question is though, it goes back to the debate. I don't know, physical and digital.
Yeah.
Cause I know, like when they shut down the PlayStation Store, or like the PS3 store, there's some digital only games that you can only get on digital. I think
Yeah.
like Ratchet and Clank, Quest for
And
Booty.
another thing is like,
That's one's a
they
That's
shut
an
it down,
exclusive.
but, you know, it's kind of annoying because physical copies can range in prices.
Well,
Some are pretty affordable, and then others are
Like sports
highway
games.
robbery.
sports games are the affordable ones, and maybe some of those ones that are very popular IPs. They have
Yeah,
a
I feel
lot.
like Call of Duty kind of.
Yeah,
It's that
like
treatment.
Assassin's Creed. You see a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like all the kind of popular ones. But then when you shut down the store, like you lose like a lot of digital games. Like there's a Ratchet and
some
Clank
people
game.
can't even preserve them. I
Yeah.
feel like. So, kind of sucks.
But yeah, also there's
Makes
that,
game preservation a lot harder.
and then
And
there's that Sony
as I
problem.
said, I feel like um, uh, consoles need to have physical media till the end of time because there are really bad things about buying digital copies. I feel like there are some good things with the convenience. You know, you don't have to go to a
Yeah.
store and buy it or whatever. You just
Yeah.
download it. But there are some things when a store shuts down, it just
Yeah. It's
a
like
lot of bad.
it's like streaming services. Like you have some like I don't know when you use like movies and stuff. Like
Yeah,
there's
they take it off.
they take
eventually.
it off eventually to make room for more. But I
I
mean,
would say the only best place for digital video games is Steam. I don't know why. It's just that's the only like PC is totally fine when it comes to just not
Yeah.
having that type of stuff. But yeah,
I would agree with that.
you would agree with that.
I like more physical than digital because I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it takes a while to download on some internets.
Yeah, I mean sometimes certain games they just you pop them right in
Yeah.
and don't even some of them.
I mean,
don't have
but the one
updates
thing
or
is like the
nothing.
PSP stuff and the Vita. I'll probably buy more digital than kind of physical. Like Vita games are kind of going up in price.
Yeah.
It just depends on the physical
Depends
game.
on what it is, because there's this one Switch game that was like only like made by like limited run or something like that.
Limited run games are pretty high.
Yeah, they're limited run kind of bugs me because it's almost like a collector's item, not an actual,
Yeah.
way to actually play it. But I guess they do make physical copies. So I'll give them kudos. It's just that
And then,
they eventually go up in price.
but yeah, and then
Kinda
Sony killed off another thing about the Vita feature, so it kind of feels like the Vita is probably going to go before the PlayStation 3 store. Is that they they
did they
got
do?
rid of I think messaging or
So like messaging through,
uh,
I think you could do like kind of like
PSP
party.
messaging application. But then I know there's like
No, there's like a what?
well, for years maybe they're removing the digital feature and all things, but stuff still gets released for the PS Vita. Were some scheduled releases, and that was another problem with the PlayStation Store when they announced shutting it down because there were still games being released for the PlayStation Vita. They're like indie games.
Yeah, they're like really weird indie games. They're not like anything too spectacular, but at least it still gets support
Yeah.
by some people. I mean, it just sucks because it kind of sucks because PlayStation might never ever make another handheld, and it kind of sucks because honestly, I kind of like PlayStation's handhelds. They're pretty nice. They're pretty
Yeah.
premium. I feel like,
Remote
even though
play.
the Switch is kind of like a successor or like a
Yeah.
better in my opinion, but I don't know.
I don't know. It's hard to say.
There's something I do like about PlayStation portables. They have a good quality to them, but I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm hoping.
But if they don't have them ever again, I guess it's fine. But it's kind of sad. I guess you
But
still
yeah.
have a Switch, so
Well, I mean, another thing is about these physical and digital games. When you see these physical games that are kind of cheap, you see them online, like, oh, I should snag. But then I'm going, I'm not sure. Next time I check them,
yeah, I know.
they go up in like a lot
Go
of
up
price.
in price. It's crazy, and they're not even going down. And another thing is, I feel like just games have gone up in general.
That's true.
People have gotten into gaming, collecting, and stupid stuff like that. But I don't know.
Well, I mean, we kind of have a little bit of that.
I need a more of a Steam library. But
Well, I mean, Steam.
it's
I
hard
like
to say.
Steam on stuff. I mean,
well,
even
you only like simulators to buy on Steam.
yes, but there are some pretty. I like the simulator games. I don't know why they're just relaxing to play.
I will admit. I mean, I'm just saying you that's pretty much your Steam library is just simulators.
Yeah, but I mean, I look at them and thinking, oh, those are my type of games, especially
Well,
like
honestly, simulators do work better. I feel like on PC, and I don't know. There's certain games that just like are meant for PC, like a mouse and keyboard.
sort of. I mean, there's some good
Certain
ones.
ones, like kind of like tycoon games, I feel like are up there.
Yeah, there's Tycoons. There was another one. I'm trying to think. I like Graveyard Keeper. That's on the PlayStation 4. That's not too bad of a port. Stardew
Some of
Valley.
them aren't that bad, but it's kind of weird. Like they release PC building simulator on the Switch. It's kind of weird because some people could actually.
A PC building simulator on console.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. Who would want to do that? Would you?
No.
No.
I mean, I have it on PC, so.
Okay. Well.
But yeah.
So it's kind of meta because you're building a PC while playing a PC game.
Yes.
It's kind of like Inception.
Well, I mean, that's all the news I got.
That's all the news you got? Oh, come on. I feel like there's some other things you gotta get off your chest.
No, other than physical games are up in price. Especially GameCube games.
Oh, GameCube games are bad. I'm so glad that I have some of my GameCube games.
I know some of the GameCube games think we should have gotten to collecting really back in the day when they were still being made.
I know, and they were just in the bargain bins at GameStop.
I know, all the used.
Kind of sucks. Kind of sucks because you never know what goes rare and what doesn't.
Yes. Oh, it's not.
It's not what?
It's not fun looking at that because I see a game for $20 and then it jumps up to like $50.
You see it in a catalog brand new, like $20 back in the day, and now it's like $7,000 sealed, perfect condition, PSA graded.
Well, not really. There's some things you can do that.
It's kind of annoying that PSA grade, they grade sealed games. Isn't that funny to think about? They grade sealed games. Kind of sucks.
Well, I mean, the one thing you kind of want, like the N64 boxes and like the Game Boy.
Oh man,
those didn't come in.
Yeah, N64 boxes are non-existent because people just threw them away.
I know. See, that was the terrible part. Isn't that the same thing with NESs? Did they?
I would say NESs. Like a lot of them, I feel like, and Game Boy Advances, and Game Boy, I would say. DS at least, has cases. I feel like, but there are certain ones. It's kind of sucky.
Well, that's true, but
that boxes.
Yeah, like those. I think Sega Genesis. They come in They came in like
a weird.
They came in cases.
Yeah, they came in weird cases.
But you don't see those. You only see like the loose individual.
Yeah,
one.
usually, but there are probably more Sega Genesis boxes than N64 boxes, or heck, even Game Boy Advance.
I know, like you keep a Game Boy Advance like
Emerald,
Ruby,
like
Ruby and Sapphire.
And the DS Pokemon games, man, they are.
Oh yeah,
skyrocketing.
Pokemon's gone up on that.
Ugh, annoying. It's like I have these games, but why would I ever want to give them up?
I know.
They're gonna be like that much money, and I feel bad for the suckers who.
Like Pokemon card collecting. That's another thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Like this has been like kind of old news. Like Target stopped selling them in stores because I think
I was able to get a pack. Don't you remember? That was one of my last few videos of 2020.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they have a hard time. They're in a shortage on Pokemon cards, and some retail stores ban them from selling in store only on online because people got into fights over them.
So physical brawls, like.
I mean, I doubt it's like two kids fighting each other. It could be two grown adults fighting over Pokemon cards.
Two grown man-childs.
Yeah, I mean,
having a fist fight altercation.
I mean, I can see why they stopped selling them in stores, but yeah. Pokemon card collecting's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, I still have mine, but I don't have any of the base sets or any of that. Too bad.
Card collecting, for some reason, that's gone. People made that's popular. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that's weird about trends.
Yeah, trends just happen. I don't know why, but they do.
Yeah. Well.
That's all you have.
Yeah, I think
that's all you want. You just want to end it.
Yeah, I think we did pretty good.
You think you did pretty good?
Well, yeah. I mean, we got the news and stuff that I wanted to talk about, and we talked about physical and digital games.
Is that what you really wanted to talk about?
Yes, because it's something that's
annoying.
Well, yes.
I don't think anyone.
Well,
I feel like a lot of
digital
people,
games. They're on,
some people just don't care.
They're not on sale. They never have sales on digital stores. That's another thing.
People just emulate it on their PC, and it's like,
yeah.
I don't know. But I feel like emulation's also kind of finicky, but. I mean, if you can get it running, I guess.
Oh, but
kudos to you.
I'm just saying. Also, another thing about digital copies, they're never on sale or never at discount at all.
What are?
Like PlayStation 3 games, there's some they might drop down in price, like $20, but there's some that are kind of still up the expensive side.
Yeah, I
They
don't know.
never-
It kind of sucks because I feel like one of these days the Wii U will just spike in price. Like, who knows? Like, certain Wii U games will be like $1,000.
That's a console that.
But I don't know. Who honestly knows what happens? I feel like failed consoles at first they aren't very collectible, and then people like the GameCube. I honestly think people like GameCube games because
know,
there
you-
were so many good ones released.
But no what?
But no one didn't want it because the PS2 was amazing and the Xbox was
Did
kind of cool to have
Nintendo
because
not do
of
good
Halo.
marketing on it like the Wii U? Because they did a lot of marketing. That's how the Vita failed.
Yeah,
They
I don't
didn't
know.
really
They
push-
probably didn't market it, and something with the mini discs
Oh,
lost a lot of third-party developers. I feel like so
that's also true.
that's probably one of the reasons why. But in some cases, I feel like I like GameCube. GameCube is the best, and I am going to finish off on saying the GameCube is number one.
I'd say agree. I mean, the PlayStation 2, there's some good games, but
Oh,
the
yeah.
GameCube's a classic.
Oh yeah. You want to know something I forgot to mention?
Hmm?
Today is the 20th anniversary of the Xbox getting released.
Oh,
Yeah, so congratulations for the Xbox.
Yay!
Yay, Xbox Halo.
well, I mean, there's some things about the 360 getting released, and they're still making PS2 games and stuff like that, or recent copies for the PS2,
What do you mean?
like Cars. That's just one thing I could think of, like the Cars original.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird how there's certain 360 games like there's not a lot of there's some games that just completely got avoided on the PS3 because of just really hard to develop for, I guess.
Well,
Really weird.
I'd
Really
say
weird. That's a wrap.
yeah. I mean,
Oh.
I'll leave links into. We'll leave links into.
Oh yes, you need to subscribe to Tanabana. He has the best channel in the world.
No, I don't.
Yes,
I
you
show off my
do.
gaming collection a little bit, but nothing like too amazing.
Yeah, and I don't know what I do on my channel. Just random
Oh.
stuff.
No, you do. You
Oh,
post.
Okay.
I don't know. I want to do a little bit more. So yeah. Hopefully we can get to do another podcast like this.
Yeah, hopefully we can. We just gotta believe.
Yeah.
We gotta believe.
Well, I
Peace
guess-
out, peoples.
Well, we'll see you next time.
Bye.